Alright, so as college students, we all know that we need sleep to function properly, and also we're all aware of the feeling of being sleep deprived and how much that affects us the next day. But how important is sleep actually for us? So given that the average person sleeps for 8 hours a day, that means that on average, a person will sleep for 229,961 hours in their lifetime, or essentially 1/3 of their life, which is a lot of time. So overall, sleep plays a significant role in ensuring the wellness of the body. Not only does sleep maintain your physical and mental health, it is crucial in maintaining a healthy lifestyle along with ensuring safety from numerous health problems. Alright, so after researching countless articles on the functions of sleep, I'm prepared to inform you guys about this topic. So first, I'm going to walk you guys through the different stages of sleep and what happens when we fall asleep at night. Alright, so our bodies are going to roughly synchronize with the 24-hour clock thanks to an internal biological clock called our circadian rhythm. So when you fall asleep at night, your body's going to go through different distinct stages of sleep. And this happens about every 9 minutes. You're going to go through 4 distinct sleep stages. Starting off, when you're in your bed with your eyes closed, your brain is going to display relatively slow alpha waves of your awake but relaxed state. Eventually, you're going to fall into NREM1 sleep, or commonly referred to as N1 sleep. And during this brief stage of N1 sleep, people can experience images resembling hallucinations or sensory experiences that happen, but not with an actual sensory stimulus. Alright, next, the body and mind is going to relax more deeply, and after the 20-minute mark, then NREM2 sleep, or N2 sleep, is going to occur, and this is going to consist of rapid bursts of rhythmic brain activity that aid in memory processing. And after N2 sleep, transition is going to take place into a deep sleep of NREM3, or N3 sleep. So during this slow wave sleep, it's going to last about 30 minutes, and your brain is going to emit large, slow delta waves, and at this point, it is very difficult to awaken. Alright, and then finally, roughly around the hour mark, or 60 minutes after one falls asleep, you're going to ascend from your initial sleep dive. You're going to return back to N2 sleep and enter the most intriguing sleep stage yet, called REM sleep. And for about 10 minutes, your brain waves are going to become more rapid, and your heart rate is going to rise, and your breathing becomes more rapid and irregular, and around every 30 seconds, your eyes are going to dart around in bursts of activity behind your closed eyelids, and these rapid eye movements announce the beginning of a dream, which is very crucial in REM stage. Alright, so overall, the sleep cycle repeats itself every 90 minutes or so, and each stage is crucial and essential in sleep. Alright, so now that you guys understand the basic components of sleep, I'm going to go more in depth about the 5 functions of sleep that psychologists offer. So first, sleep protects us. From an evolutionary standpoint, as the day came to an end for our ancestors, they would be better off in a cave asleep out of harm's way. And those who didn't wander off into the dark were more likely to leave descendants. Alright, so the second crucial function of sleep is recuperation. Sleep helps restore the immune system and helps repair brain tissue. A scientific article by Askedy and Harris written in 2017 says that sleep gives resting neurons time to repair themselves while pruning, weakening, and unused connections, which is very crucial. Alrighty, and another function is that sleep helps restore and rebuild our fading memories of the day's experiences. So when you're sleeping, it consolidates our memories of the day by strengthening our neural connections within the brain. In addition to this, sleep also feeds creative thinking. And then lastly, one of the most crucial functions of sleep is that it supports growth. When you're sleeping, your pituitary gland is going to release a growth hormone called somatostatin, or human growth hormone, HGH for short, and it's necessary in muscle and bone development. So overall, these 5 functions are crucial for the human body in supporting growth and just overall health. Now, I'm going to go over a recent TED Talk I watched by Jeff Iliff called One More Reason to Get a Good Night's Sleep. And I'm going to talk about why sleep is so important and the correlation between your brain and sleep, and just why it's crucial for everybody. Alright, so in this TED Talk, Iliff talks about how in the brain every cell requires nutrients to fuel it, and how in return it produces waste as a byproduct. And the clearance of that waste is super crucial thing that every organ in the body has to solve. So while the rest of the body uses the lymphatic system and lymphatic vessels to get rid of waste, the brain does not have any lymphatic vessels. So instead, it's going to use a clear fluid called cerebral spinal fluid, or CSF for short. And the CSF fills the space surrounded in the brain and clears waste from the inside out. And then the waste gets dumped into the blood, but it can only do this while we are sleeping. He also talks about the main waste byproduct of the brain called amyloid beta protein. And in patients with Alzheimer's disease, the amyloid beta protein builds up in the spaces between the brain cells instead of being cleared away like it's supposed to. And this buildup of the amyloid beta protein is thought to be one of the key steps in the development of this terrible disease. So Iliff and his team measured how fast amyloid beta is cleared from the brain when it's awake versus when it's asleep, and they found that indeed the clearance of the amyloid beta is significantly more when you were asleep. So this new information provides a correlation between Alzheimer's and sleep and just shows us another reason why getting adequate sleep is so crucial. There are also many different physiological effects of sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation appears to impact adults, adolescents, and kids all in very similar ways. So sleep deprivation can exacerbate pre-existing mood disturbances such as anger, anxiety, depression, and can lead to confusion, fatigue, and lack of attention and focus. In addition to this, sleep deprivation also has many physiological effects. So restricting sleep below someone's optimal sleep time can cause a range of neurobehavioral deficits, including lapses of attention, slowed working memory, reduced cognitive attention, depressed mood, and preservation of thought. So overall, in conclusion, sleep is the most crucial thing we humans need to function and survive and just work properly. So when people get adequate sleep, it provides numerous benefits both mentally and physically. And in contrast, we've seen that sleep deprivation has many negative side effects, both mentally and physically as well. So getting enough sleep is crucial for everybody, no matter who you are. So after furthering my knowledge more in depth about sleep, I feel more educated and confident in my choice to get 9 hours of sleep because it is the best thing to do for my body and my health. And I also hope this speech can give you guys some insight to apply to your lives as well, because sleep is something we can all relate to. Thanks.